Welcome back to HBTV. We're jumping right into the action here with Victory in the box. Victory versus State Line. And I'm joined by senior last year, class of 2022 graduate. I had to think about it for a second there. Danny Aviles. Danny, good to have you on.
Thank you for having me.
And we are excited for a good game here. We've got Victory versus State Line. That's a beautiful pass. And Dyer out there to clean up. Yeah, that did not feel good there, and he's in some major pain.
Oh, that's not good.
Dyer looking to get the ball, and the ref's having a word with him. Maybe thinks he could have done it in a bit safer way there. We can't quite see his number. We'll try to help you out with who that is for Victory.
It's not good. Early off in the game.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. Hopefully it's something fluky and it's not a big deal here, but he does seem to be in some pain. Well, Danny, a rough way to start, but
wonder if the refs are going to stop the time.
Right,
still going.
And most, in most games, at least on the professional level, they'll have what's called stoppage time at the end of a half, and basically it's a 45-minute half, but throughout the half maybe there's a substitution, maybe there's an injury, and at the end of the half they'll add up about the time that was wasted from those stoppages and add it on. But with this game, that is not the case. We do not have stoppage time. That clock continues to roll, so I'm not sure what the ref's going to do about that. But for now, really the concern with the Victory player, a couple coaches over there, and the ref over there.
Close.
And he's able to get up. So number 7 there, Jackson Bala, is favoring that right leg there. Yeah, not putting any weight on it at all.
That's not good.
No. So we'll have to keep an eye on him.
Yeah. So gonna make a big substitution here for Victory.
Yeah, right off the bat. Yes, not something you want to do, right?
It's not always a good thing. Number 40 substituted. James Owen taking the place of, who was it? Jackson Bala.
But game does go on. State Line with the ball, pushing there, just under 30 minutes left now. Danny, tell us a bit about what position you played when you were in high school, and maybe after that I might have another question about that for you. So, what position?
All right. Well, I always played forward.
Okay.
Always left forward for my first 3 years of high school. And then last year, my first time playing right forward.
Okay.
That was always fun.
Is it much difference as far as changing sides there from left to right?
It is.
Really?
Playing left forwards from junior high, first 3 years of high school, and then your last year you want to stay left, but it doesn't always work like that,
Yeah.
But,
Oh, that's a beautiful cross-court
here
pass.
Comes James Owen. What a tank.
He was outrunning State Line there. Man, he's got some wheels on him.
Wow. What a kick
for
State
Victory.
Line.
Tanner Aguilera looks like. Well, yeah, Dyer has a boot on him. Really switched the field there.
Victory does a well job with the defense, stopping them.
Do you remember playing Victory much in high school?
Yes. Well, last year, sorry for all the Victory viewers, but in the championship we did give them that work. 7-0, we won that game.
Oh,
that was a fun game.
for the Swordsmen, at least.
Yes. Right? Victory is always a good school.
Yeah.
Always to go. You gotta watch out for Victory.
I feel like basketball too. They
Basketball.
They have a very good team for basketball.
Yes.
I remember that last year. They were fun to watch. But slow start to this one. It seems like, and we've seen it a couple times this tournament, unfortunately, when there's an injury, it kind of just,
Yeah,
whatever flow that the game had or was going to have, it kind of
Yeah.
muddies the water for a second. But we'll see if either team can get going.
Victory does a very well job with passing. They're not scared to switch the field.
Yeah.
Which is always good.
And that's
Wow.
huge. And watch out, they're on the break here.
Oh,
And
here
look
we
at the
go.
wheels here.
Here we
We're
go.
looking for a number. That's some good defense to stop them.
Uh-oh.
Going to call a push on Victory and going the other way. But he really, if he would have picked up his head, I think they had numbers going
Yeah.
that way. He was trying to take it himself, and that was his demise there. But just looking at them, Danny, they look like just a tall team. A
Yes.
very
Very.
athletic team. Victory.
They got the size to their advantage.
Yeah.
Victory.
Nice little turn there by 37, and just that's beautiful passing there by Victory. Unfortunately, couldn't get it under control. Lucas Bala on the far side, but still retaining possession.
You see, they always go back and they switch. And it always goes well for
Yeah,
them.
a little clever.
that.
Look at just they're passing it around effortlessly.
He's got the room.
And so many games, Danny, that we've seen this tournament, it just gets so bunched up in the middle of trouble here for State Line.
Oh.
It's in the box here.
37.
Victory looking just. Oh, that's a nice turn to get a shot. Passing it off to his
Oh.
teammate. I think he should have just taken it with the left there.
He should have. Just one touch in. James Owen.
Yeah, that was number 37,
Beautiful
Jake.
move.
Yeah,
37.
Jake Jiranowski with the fancy footwork. But boy, I mean, Dwyer, as soon as he gets the ball, it seems like we look down for a
Yeah.
second and State Line has it at the other end. But
Yeah.
unfortunately for them, they can't seem to hold possession very long, and that's a bit much
Ooh.
on the pass. But Victory so far, just 10 minutes in, definitely has had the better looks for the two. Has had the better possession. Their passing was really
Yes.
crisp. Just when they were getting to goal, lacking that, that final pass and finish to put them on the board here.
Yeah, Victory does. They pass very well and they just get that open look. Eventually, they're gonna put one in.
Sure.
Playing
Yeah.
like this.
Yeah. Oh
Oh.
boy. Fancy move
Skills.
there.
Look.
Number 40 for
With
Victory.
the outside.
That's a beautiful pass. Oh, it takes it first time.
One touch.
That was number 18,
Oh,
Kyle Banker.
hits the girls.
Yeah, they got to be paying attention wherever you're out there.
Yep.
Danny, there, I think he didn't have to take that first time, I think
He
he
did
had quite a bit of space in front of him. He could have taken a couple touches and really gotten a better chance there. But here he is, getting
Here we
another
go.
shot.
37.
Played.
Jake Jaranowski.
Yeah,
One
he's
move and go.
left
Yeah.
foot and
Beautiful goal.
Jake Jaranowski looks sharp. He passed the ball last time. He got into that spot. This time he decided, you know what, I'm going to do it myself. And it took care of business. He's looked bright
Yeah.
so far, Jake Jaranowski. A goal for Victory. 1-0. And, boy, you called it. You said it's coming, right?
It's coming soon.
If they're playing like that, State Line on its heels, the goals aren't going to come.
This guy number 37, he's not scared to take it in.
No, and number 40 there for Victory, James Owen, showing some speed, and
Yeah.
they've got him playing on the front line there.
Yeah, you never want to judge the
No,
players.
no, you never know. We've talked about a couple times with Reese and with his brother
Brady?
Brady. They're just a bit shorter,
They're
but
small.
don't don't judge them by the cover there. 'cause,
Brady
they're
has
very
that
quick.
dog in him.
Right?
Here,
Yeah,
off
absolutely.
break. James
Here
Owen.
he is.
Oh.
Just let's get. Oh,
Oh.
Jaranowski looking for another one in a matter of minutes.
Ooh.
There's legs
Yeah.
going everywhere. Lined up for a belter of a shot.
Ooh.
Oh my goodness.
Who was that?
I think it was Cristiano Ronaldo himself.
I think it was.
Man alive.
Was that number 6?
Number 6,
Caleb
Caleb Koch,
Coke?
or maybe you say Koke there.
Who knows?
Text us in here or help us on the broadcast. We're trying to say our names correctly here.
Oh, James Owen.
Oh, watch
Beautiful
it go. Jaranowski
pass.
looked
Oh.
offsides, and he is.
Always got to be careful with the offsides.
Yeah, it's very tricky. We've tried to explain it a few times here, Danny, and it's a tricky one to understand and tricky even for the players. 'Cause one part of you, and I am sure you attest to this as being, forward on the right and left. Your goal is to score, right?
Yeah.
That's the goal, and so you've got to watch the ball and you want the ball, but at the same time to keep an eye on the defenders and try to figure out where you can be. And tell us a bit about not just offsides, but really, runs. Like, I feel like runs are so important.
Right.
Tell us a bit about that, what that means, and then how best to do that.
All right. Yeah. Well, I always play wing. So when the counter attacks, you always want your wings to get inside your defender, because it'll be better to go get a straight line in instead of making your way around the whole defender. And then it's all about angles, really, for the strikers.
He just about had it there as you were talking about it. Chaz White, I believe, was making that inside run, right? Like you were talking about there?
Yeah. You want to make the inside run. Hopefully your teammates can get it to you right there.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a nice pass. And then, the pass, too, Danny, is just got to be right. If you hit it too short, you're going to outrun it. If you hit it too long, it's either going to go to the goalie or, it's got to be just not even the – oh, ouch, that didn't look like a foul gun. Well, it's got to be the right direction and the right speed as well.
Yeah, there have been teammates where I was not happy with them. They really just boot it.
So you make a good run and they don't find you? That's
exactly.
Yeah.
Or they're not even looking at me. They just kick it.
Sure.
Like, Danny's there. He'll get it, but that's not always good.
You're not a dog, right? You want to play fetch there with the ball.
Exactly.
Victory very crisp in their passing, and they're just looking up. Called offsides. That's a very tough call.
That was.
And they've got to, the refs got to, and they've done a good job, but they've got to let us know sooner.
Very delayed calls.
Yeah, and it's a chance for, it's just unnecessary, I mean, injuries can happen that way, and even
you saw right there, you almost got kicked in the face.
Yeah. Yeah, and you don't want that. So especially on a hot day like this, to play it 30 seconds after.
Oh yeah.
That doesn't even count. That's not what you want. State line, well, what do they need to do? I mean, they need some possession. They've had very little of the ball. What can they do here?
I believe Victory's controlling the game. I think State Line's chances are just counterattacks, catch them sleeping. Yeah. Like I said, maybe make an inside run, hopefully get fed, put it in. Their defense is solid.
Yeah, but look how, bunched up they are. Victory using the whole width of the field.
Oh, yeah.
And State Line just very bunched up. He's got Jaranowski.
Oh, Jared, he knows he was off. He knows he was off.
And I think he's a bit disappointed. He's made a decent run there, but his teammate just not quite picking him up in time. And the problem with doing that run, Danny, is if, on trouble here for Victory, State Line finally gets in, but the goalie able to clean up. But when you make that run, and your teammate doesn't see you, oftentimes you are going to be offsides, just standing offsides. And you have to make your way back, but until then you're standing offsides. You can't get the ball, so that's tricky there. Yeah. But Victory, I mean, their passing is just impressive.
They do. A little awkward.
Yeah, still on the left wing there, and booted out. He's a bit upset there. Evan Meyer thinking that he got fouled.
Never want to talk to the ref.
Yeah,
you don't want to be on their bad side.
Don't think that helps you much. Sorry, that was 22. Ezra Staub. You ever on a ref's bad side?
Me? Yeah. No, never.
It's not very reassuring.
You gotta keep your thoughts in your head.
Yeah. Oh boy. Number 9 there, Luke Walter, with some fancy footwork. I mean, Victory. I mean, clearly dominating the game, but for all, and that's going to be a free kick. And he comes up hobbling there a bit, Kyle Banker. But for all their domination, I mean, one shot. They've only had one shot, and I mean, yes, it was a quality look, and they had one goal. But really, if you're Victory, you feel like, boy, we should have more to show for it than our one goal here. Yeah. And if you go into the half as State Line, or even you look at the game now, 1-0.
State Line loves doing that. They love doing that.
Break that down.
Smart.
So we had the free kick there. Break down exactly what they did. It plays into offsides, and that was the call.
Yeah,
it was
so
offsides.
Right before the Lions kick it, State Line, their defense left to move up past the front line of Victory to make them offsides. And that's very smart. They
It's-
love doing that.
Yeah, it's smart and it's risky, as we were talking about at the other game. Because
Mhm.
if one, if one of those victory guys are onside and their state line guys are running, there's going to be absolutely no one between them and the goalie Dyer.
Yeah.
But I don't think I've seen it bite them yet. so far it's been good.
Beautiful
Yeah,
pass.
another one, yes, outstanding. Nice little
Oh,
cut back
one
inside on
touch.
the left foot.
Oh.
Cleared out by State Line. They're reeling right now, Danny. Victory's
Yeah.
got them on the ropes, but State Line just surviving right now, and sometimes that's what you got to do. And you talked about the counterattack. You know, you look at the midfield right now. Victory's got 3 guys parked there, but everyone else is up front. So, you know, if you're Dyer and you get this ball off the corner, maybe you just boot it
Yeah.
straight up there and hope for them to get it. You know?
There's 3 Victor guys back and 2 State Line guys up front.
Yeah.
That's what State Line loves doing too. They stack their defense and hopefully get that counterattack
Yeah.
to work.
Victory here. A lot of tall guys, a lot of tall heads to aim
Yeah.
for here.
This could work to their advantage
Yeah,
right here.
Caleb Koch with the deliverance. That's an
Oh.
awkward attempt there by Dyer
Yeah.
to get the ball,
Never good.
but it
Here we
works
go.
out.
Got out.
Yeah, Koch with the ball again. State Line got out.
Looking
That's
for the
another-
cross.
oh, that's
by-
nice too.
Oh.
Yeah, that was Jaranowski again, the goal scorer, looking to get on the end of that pass. Pushed the guy over on the way to do that. But they're crossing, Danny. I think the big thing, they're picking up their head. You know,
Yeah.
when you pick up your head and you're just not staring at your feet,
Exactly.
you've got the whole field. You've got a guy open, and they're picking out guys beautifully. Their passing has been outstanding.
Yeah, you actually realize where your teammates are if you pick up your head.
Right,
You
yeah.
know?
And that might be a useful thing to know, right?
Yes, for you little soccer players out there.
Yeah.
You see, like they don't mind passing it
Yeah,
back.
passing it back.
Switching.
And that's rare, Danny. You know, I think we talk a lot because we watch a lot of professional soccer.
Wow, what a move.
But to play out of the back like teams do and to pass to their
Mhm.
goalie, you know, pro teams do it and they're
Yeah.
pros, you know.
Yeah.
But you don't see a lot of this level because you make a mistake on the back line here and the other team is in. But this is the first, really, I think and even Swordsman, we don't play this way. But I think this is the first team I've watched on this level that is comfortable playing out of the back
Yeah.
like that.
if you see any other team do it, you know their backline will panic, and
Right.
it seems like Victor doesn't panic when they do that.
Yeah, exactly.
Beautiful ball by who's that? Number 9,
It's a
Luke
stinger.
Walker.
He's got some guys on the far side if you can pick them out.
There we go. Jake.
Jaranowski.
Beautiful switching.
Just
Beautiful
crisp passing and just a
Ooh,
that
outside
did not
shot.
feel good. Nice block though by number 4 on State Line. Some ping pong going on with the heads there. Victory, just a dogged determination to get this second goal. A mistake
Here we go, number 11.
crossing, but no one's in there.
Decides not to pick it up. Interesting.
He may have been nervous about a teammate. You know, what the call would have been there. Explain that a little bit. We've talked a bit about that today in different games. But as far as you not being able to, you know,
Yeah.
what are the scenarios there as a goalkeeper?
Yeah, the only time intentionally you can pick up the ball is your teammate if he heads the ball to you, or also with your chest. Your teammate cannot look at you right in the eye and say, "Here's the ball."
Right.
And the goalie cannot just pick it up. But if it's also a deflection or anything, the goalie is more than welcome to pick that up. Which,
Even off his own team.
mm-hmm,
I got you.
as long as it's unintentional, it's free game.
Got you.
Free game.
Yeah. So that's where Dyer may have been a bit confused
Yeah.
there. You know, because it was just pinging around in there. Now this is interesting here, Danny. It's straight on, so really not a great one to
Ooh.
cross. But they've got guys that can actually just boot the ball, and I'm interested
Honestly.
to see if he's gonna just
I think Victor should
crack
just
this
look for
one
the
at goal.
crash.
Yeah.
He's going to put it on, and hopefully they crash. Oh, wow.
Same little thing there, and
Oh.
it works again. You would
Catches him.
think if you're Victory that you would play into what State Line's doing there.
Yeah.
They've seen that now twice, and it's burnt them twice.
I wonder if they don't really play them as much, so maybe they haven't
Maybe.
caught on to that.
Yeah. But boy, good night. You would think hopefully Victory's coach is paying attention, but if they get another free kick,
Yeah.
I would park someone and say, you know what, hey, make sure you're onside, and you're going to get an absolute one-on-one chance here because State Line is showing their cards a bit. When
It seems like they had a little play going there. You know,
yeah.
He just passed it to the side, and
but he
Jake was there.
Still offsides. Jaranowski.
Oh, beautiful.
in. Oh, he tries a cheeky little chip. Oh, but can't get it to fall.
Nathan Wentold with
Jaranowski, though, really a playmaker, Danny.
yes, he can do it all. He can attack, and he can also make those little passes that will be effective.
And that's what we were talking about. That right weight on the pass, not only the right direction,
Exactly.
but it's a beautiful pass, really. And I think if you're the striker there, I think picking a corner is probably the easier way to go there than chipping it.
Yeah.
But maybe he was trying something from adding to his repertoire. But
Here we go. State Line counterattack. I believe that's the way they're gonna break down victories.
if they score, I'd imagine that's how they do it.
Beautiful.
Oh, watch out!
Oh,
Flagged for
man.
offsides.
No,
maybe.
he puts it down.
Jaranowski and a nice clearance.
Clearance.
Had he not been there, Jaranowski was waiting for an easy number 2 there. Goalie would have had no shot. But yeah, I was interested on this far side. We both saw it. The near side ref put his flag up, and then he put his flag. I don't know if he was waved off by another ref, or I don't know what that was. But that is his call to make. So I don't know what he's doing. A left-footed corner kick in swinger, and it's curling away from everybody. But back up top to Victory. See if State Line can. Nothing dire. Comfortable save.
Here we go. Here comes the big boot.
And a big throw. He throws it probably farther than I can kick it.
Wow. He's got an arm on him.
Yes, he does. It reminds me a lot of, we were talking about him earlier, Austin Salazar. Did you ever play with Austin Salazar?
Well, not in high school, but,
okay.
Men's league, I have played against him. And also practices.
Yeah.
He'll come scrimmage. And he's a good goalie. He's a good keeper.
I remember him in high school, and I'm sure it's even more so the case now. But boy, he would get the ball here, and within a split second, we'd have it in the opposing box because he could just kick it that far.
Wouldn't be surprised if he can score.
Right. Can he do that? Can he goalie pick it up?
Not drop kick it. Not off a drop kick.
Okay.
I have seen when a goalie has, just kicked it. Off a deflection,
okay.
or even a pass back from his own teammate.
And scored from that, huh?
Yeah. That was actually Tim Howard. Tim Howard?
Yeah, from the U.S.
From the U.S.
Yeah.
He actually scored a goal.
Very nice. State Line's last line getting some clutch clearances here, but Victory just unrelenting here.
Oh, here we go.
Watch out. Trouble here. 42. Nope. Made a mess of it. Right at the end there.
Hadabo. Close right there.
And it's tricky, and maybe tell a bit about that, but just when it's bouncing like that.
Oh, yeah.
Really to keep your foot on top of it is kind of the goal.
Just keep your foot on top of it, keep your body on top of it. Just keep it down. You never want to lean back while you're that close to the goal,
But it's tricky, right? Because, and even thinking just the natural kick is, you've got to be really careful when the ball's in the air that you don't.
And obviously, you're in front of the goal, so what you want to do, like in everyone's head, you just want to blast it.
Right.
Blast it right in, but, sometimes a little tapping works.
Right. Yeah, tap in counts the same as a blast in, right?
Yeah. As long as it crosses the line, it's good.
Yes. Well, we got just under 10 minutes left. State Line really has been parked at this end of the field.
It's always not a good feeling,
Right.
staying back on your toes,
And it wears on you, It wears on the
really
defense
does.
a lot more than the offense here. And here we are again. Jaranowski in the middle.
Here we go.
Moving, passing.
Beautiful.
Unbelievable. Another chance
Beautiful pass.
for Hadabo. I'm interested to Heritage beat Victory. So I'm looking at Victory. I'm like, good night. This is a good team. I'm interested to see what Heritage looks like this year. I haven't seen them play.
Yeah, I didn't hear about the game until I came in. I was like, I asked the head coach, Dave Conn, I was like, all right, we're facing Victory tonight? He said no. I was very surprised.
Yeah.
Here it is, pulled it away. Oh.
Oh, that's poor by State Line. But another
across
opportunity,
Jake.
Jaranowski.
Oh.
What's the call? Goal kick.
Goal
there.
kick.
Boy, that corner, at first I thought it was a poor corner, and maybe it was, but no one from State Line got to it, and it really rolled in a dangerous spot for Victory, but no one able to get on the end of it. Jaranowski taking a break. James Owen coming back in the game for Victory.
I'm sure he wants a goal.
He does, yeah.
I'm sure he's hungry for a goal.
He looked very, very fleet of foot and skilled at that center forward position. We'll see if Victory feeds him here.
Usually very difficult to get past State Line's line. You know, they have so many guys back.
Right. Yeah, and their passing is excellent, but really once they're getting to the edge of the box here, there's so many State Line guys parked there that they really have to figure some things out.
Yeah, they just go for the ball.
But look at the passing. I mean, that one even was a bit shy.
Here we
State
go.
Line's just going to boot it and see if their guys can run under one. But that's going to be a bit much.
Yeah, their counterattack has to be on point in order to get past Victory.
And that's asking a lot of your two forwards who've really been just sitting there the whole game waiting to get the ball. And then you get the ball and you just boot it. Go get it, you know. They're going to want a bit better service than that. And Victory working up the side here.
Here we go.
Needed a clearance by State Line. They
Victory is just, and State Line's just there, just ready to get that ball out.
Right back to Victory. On the left wing, plowed over. He fell over at least. No call. State Line gets the ball at half court or half field. Excuse me.
You know, this is not a court.
Yes. I made fun of someone for saying that same thing. Now look at me doing that. State Line buzzing down the side there. That will definitely be a penalty there.
Hopefully State Line can use this to their advantage.
Yeah, it's in a very nice spot here. Not to shoot, but a great angle to get a header. State Line's going to get some bodies forward here. Now State Line, yes, it's a good chance to score, but they got to be careful here.
As you can see, you see how many guys were back. Now they're all forward.
Right.
They're going to get that goal in there.
Right. But if Victory gets this ball, that's just as many that aren't home for State Line. So they got to, it's a mix here. Got to be careful. Cross in. That's a low one, and that's not what you want. Going to be just close to a corner or a throw-in. I believe a throw-in.
Hopefully he can get in there in the box, you know. Give it a little Joe Kelly throw, you know.
Joe Kelly.
Joe Kelly has steroids in his arm. Can get it.
He had one of those long throw, and he would turn a throw in about where State Line is. He'd turn a throw into a corner kick basically because he could chuck it about as far as most people can kick it. State Line, they find someone. See if someone.
Oh, here comes State Line.
Watch out! Victory's on the counterattack.
We got James Owen right there.
Oh, couldn't get a touch.
Right past him.
Oh, awkward tackle there. Works out for State Line.
Oh, State Line's still going. Moving up the field quick.
On the right wing, see if he can get across in the box too quick. Victory getting back.
Victory with a solid defense.
Yeah, State Line not even a shot on goal yet. They've gotten to that side of the field very little, and now that same man on the right is down. Victory, I'm not sure.
I don't think Victory players know. Let's kick it out.
Usually, someone's hurt, they will kick it out, but I don't think they know yet.
Yeah.
And they're just gonna continue. Now they
got
numbers, and that's trouble. Dyer coming out. He's in a bad spot. And bailed out by Nathan Wenzel. Just missed. And really, I think he was trying to kick the ball there. If he had just taken a touch and gone around the keeper, he would have had a wide open net. But really, that's not the concern now. Concern is with the State Line there on the far side. He's walking around, so he looks fine. Did they get a sub? Must have got a sub in there.
Didn't see who came on.
Yeah, but at least a good sign of walking off there. Victory relentless. He's got a couple options in the middle there. Lining up for the shot on the right foot, and it's a tame one. right at Eli Dyer. A nice little outlet pass. And we'll see if they can get going on the break. Trevin Johnson, number 3,
foul from behind.
piled into. And that'll be a free kick.
Nathan with the foul.
If you can be careful when you're fouling like that, that really, for victory, that's kind of a tactical foul. You know,
Yeah.
State Line on the break like that. If you can get a foul without a card, that kind of helps your defense get back. Oh, strong tackle,
Oh,
and they're
wow.
giving it to him. Wow, I thought
Give
it was
to
the ball there. Did you think he got him there?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, from this angle it did, but
Okay.
you know, referee has different eyes.
Sure.
Not always the best eyes, but you know,
Oh, hold on. So they're giving it to
they give it to Victory.
Victory here. That's not what we thought. Interesting. Well, whatever the case, Victory ball. And just over a minute left, and State Line going into the half. They hold on, Danny. They're only down 1-0. You know, it's a
Yeah.
1 goal, one mistake by Victory. You know, and
Exactly.
and it's a tie game again. You know, so
Here comes
here may
James
be the
Owen.
different.
Here we
Owen.
go. Here we go.
Forward,
He's got
left
touch
foot.
in. Ooh,
Nothing.
Dyer was just there.
Put off just on the end there.
Here we
by
go with the boot.
Braithwaite on defense. State Line going to let it bounce, try to run with a nice little
Here we go.
glancing
Here we
header.
go.
Offsides.
Offsides.
Called by the far ref. Under a minute.
Oh, they decided to play
Remaining.
it quick.
Victory
Victory takes it
going,
quick.
pushing for a goal.
Under a minute, they want to get 2 goals in.
He's got people in the. Oh, see, I'd like to see him keep going there if you're Victory. Push down that right side and get across in the box.
You want to
that's-
switch. Oh,
See if he can get there. He cannot.
Good
They had
luck.
numbers, yeah.
good look from Luke.
But the pass just not quite there. 30 seconds left. State Line. If I them, I'm probably just taking my time setting the ball up here and
Yes, going to the
going
half.
into half. Thankful and counting my lucky stars that you're only down 1 goal.
Down 1 against a really good team.
Yeah. 5 seconds left.
Maybe a buzzer
And-
beater. I don't think he realized how much time.
No, I don't think so. So a good opening half, really dominated by Victory, but as we said, not enough to show for it. And at the end there,
Yeah.
and State Line still in this game. Danny, second half. What do you think? Victory, State Line. What do we think needs to happen
I
here?
think State Line just, like I said during the game, you know, they're gonna have to use their counterattacks very wisely. That's in my opinion, that's like the only way they're gonna score and make it a close game.
Yep.
Victory, you know, they're doing everything well. It's just State Line has so many guys back.
Yeah.
You know, it's very hard to get around a certain amount of guys. But yeah, they're doing everything well. They're passing, they're switching the ball very well, making the inside passes. You know, everything is there for them. You know.
Yeah.
But it's just if State Line wants to make a tie game, they're gonna have to use those counterattacks very wisely.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
That's been a fun half. Fun watching these two teams go at it. We'll be back in about 6-7 minutes here for the second half of action. Victory versus State Line. To the second half of action, Victory Christian versus State Line, and I'm joined here with Owen Coffey. Owen graduated also last year with Danny. Owen, good to have you.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me.
And that first half, Owen, you were sitting up here watching with us. Victory really looked dominant, but only up 1-0 here.
Yeah, I mean, their passes are all good. They're just having a tough time putting the ball in the net.
Yeah. And they're starting the same way they started the half. Oh, and looking for a cross there to Jaranowski, flying toward that back post. And here's Dyer again, just giving it a ride. But it's getting to that back line of Victory and going right back the other way.
Yeah, looks like right now their only chance is booting it far, and hopefully Victory makes a mistake.
Yeah, mistake, lucky bounce or something. But yeah, they can't get any type of possession going. Victory just pinging it around, find it just beautiful one-touch passing.
Yeah.
And he's going to take a shot from way out again. Boy, just make it, their passing is that good.
Yeah.
Make one more pass,
Yeah.
They're helping him out by taking a shot from that angle there. Eli, wow, look at that. Wow. Eli Bridegroom. I don't think I've seen that one before.
13, throwing in
Number
there right
13, Bridegroom, to throw it in. And again, throwing it to the back and just trusting their passing, which has not let them down so far.
now. Nope.
Did you ever, as part of the Swordsman, did you ever play that way as far as like you worked out of the back, passed out of the back?
I mean, no, not really.
Yeah.
We always just, all my years, we didn't really have to because, like my sophomore year, we had like Pete and Zach and all them, like they were just dominant, so.
Yeah, so didn't have to worry about it too much.
Yeah.
Here's Jaranowski.
Oh.
Kind of a tough tackle,
Oh.
and Jaranowski is upset about the no call, and he was a bit reacting there. No card either way, but it will be a free kick for State Line.
I was kind of shocked that the ref gave State Line a yellow card that soon in the game, in the first half.
Did he? I wouldn't even. I didn't even see that.
Yeah, they gave what's his name? Aiden Bora. They gave number 14 a yellow card.
Huh.
He's out there right now.
Okay. I explained to the folks, you know, what? Oh, hold on. Victory
Uh-oh.
here on the break. Oh, and this is trouble.
Uh-oh.
Jaranowski in front of goal and a goal in. A double for Jaranowski. And the goal that's been long in the making for Victory. Finally, for their sakes, finds the back of the net past a diving Dyer. But talking about the yellow card there, Owen, so, you know, Aiden Bohr, he's on a yellow card. One, what does that mean? And two, maybe what his mindset, you know, what does that affect him there?
I think the first thing, I mean, he has to go out for a little bit in the beginning, so that's why he got subbed off. And so he has to take a couple minutes off. But if he gets another yellow, then he gets a red card and he's out of the game. But, I mean, just got to be careful, you know.
Yeah.
Can't just throw his body around because he's kind of a big kid.
Yeah,
Here we
watch
go.
out, state line.
Had a chance there.
Yeah, chance to get one back immediately. And a really good pass, just couldn't get it under control in time.
Ooh.
Jaranowski again.
Handball.
Okay. Finally, a sign of life there from State Line. At least an opportunity. They've got to just start creating opportunities. You know,
Yeah.
you're not going to get a goal out of nothing here.
Yeah, it would have been nice for him to get that momentum going.
Yeah. The State Line with a free kick and putting a lot of guys near the box here. We're going to see what exactly they try, if they're just pinging it in the box and hoping for some success.
Yeah, I think that's what's going to happen. Boot it down, try and get a good kick in there and make some contact with it.
And Victory setting up a wall there, and the ref is counting them out. Ball's coming in and doesn't quite get to the box, and now Victory's going to be on the counterattack. Jaranowski bursting down the middle, and he makes the
ball.
pass there. Number 22, Ezra Staub with the ball. Oh, and a very good tackle right at the end, but right to another Victory player. Finally,
Victory.
just boot it out and give State Line a breather. James Owen on the far side with the throw in to Jaranowski. And back to Owen, looking to get his right foot on it for a cross. Oh, it reaches. Oh, yikes. It's closer than I thought there.
I thought it was way over.
State Line whiffed on it, and it allowed a pretty decent look for Victory. Butts over the crossbar. Up 2-0. They've been the better team, but Owen, you can't. If you're Victory, you can't just, you know, stop and say, all right, we're happy with 2. You know, if you start getting that mindset, cause some problems, right?
Mm-hmm. That happened with their JV and against, it was their first game against Christian Liberty. They were down 2, and then our JV came back and won.
Mm-hmm.
It was an exciting game.
That same concept of taking the foot off the gas, letting the other team get a chance. Oh, what a save! He's done that a couple times. I don't know why he doesn't get down.
He's got long arms, I guess.
Yeah, I guess that's what he's comfortable. Oh, that's coming toward the fans. They may have to make a play here. Oh no. Those fans sitting awful close to the field there. They're just asking for it, you know, one of these times. But thankfully nothing has happened yet. Oh, a beautiful little turn there. Victory just very smooth. Smooth players on the ball, smooth passing.
Yeah, for sure. It's the one thing I wish HP would do more, pass more, but it's not in our genes, I guess.
Well, you're helping there on the sideline a little bit, so maybe you can help them with that a little bit.
Yeah, we tried to, but
mistake, but just taken right back. As soon as Victory gives up the ball, their press to get right back on the ball is immediate.
Ooh,
it's
too far.
launched. Too much mustard on that one. And speaking of launched, here's Dwyer, and he will not be cheated when he does a goal kick. Owen, I think I remember you were, of course, goalie. Did you enjoy getting the ball and just booting it as far as you can, or were you aiming for somebody as goalie? What were you doing?
I mean, sometimes I would try and aim for the people, but trying to get on that counterattack, just trying to send it as far as you can, But sometimes it would just go out of bounds, like all the way down. But that's what you got to try and do right now for State Line as well. They're just got to send it down. Hopefully they get lucky and put it in.
Yeah. Yeah, a very skilled line of defense for Victory, and State Line just whatever they've been doing has not been working. So they gotta try something else. They're working it to the side here. Maybe that's where they'll find some success. But really, they've got to get more bodies forward. Owen, they're I don't know what they've got 2 goals to make up, and they've got probably 5 or 6 guys just sitting on the half line. You can defend against the counter all you want, but even if they do a good job of defense and Victory doesn't score any more goals, they're still going to lose. So you got to take some risks and get out there.
For sure.
James Owen with the shots right at Dyer, who's had a solid game. Couple goals scored by Victory. Really, you can't expect him to stop.
Yeah.
As a goalie. And Owen, I think we were talking earlier about Dyer. I believe he played some basketball last year, so
yeah,
is a good athlete. You remember playing either soccer or basketball against him?
Yeah, I do. He's a good goalie as well, but he's a good center for his State Line team. I played against him. He's a tough player. He's definitely difficult to play against.
Yeah, and a tall guy.
Yeah, for sure.
But some tall guys, they're on the basketball team because they're tall, but that's not the case for Dyer. He can play a little bit too.
Yeah, he's a good player.
Lots of slow moving right now on both sides. The heat is a factor here for both teams.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's been a long 2 days. Talk to us a bit about. Usually the tournaments are very rare. Maybe there's 2 or 3 a year, but just lots of. Usually it's just a game. Maybe once, twice a week, maybe. What's the mindset of going into a tournament where you're gonna have to play 3-4 games? Do you do anything differently in preparation or mindset or anything?
I mean, it's just you're gonna get tired a lot. You're just gonna be tired. You're gonna be sometimes your morale's gonna be low too, so you're not gonna be as energized. But, for me, I never really looked at it as like trying to prepare different. I just went into thinking like, I'm going to have a lot of games, but you just gotta push through and to just keep going, I don't know if there's anything you can really do to prepare yourself, maybe get some more sleep or don't eat bad or something, but it's definitely a hassle on your body for sure. Especially with the heat as well.
Right. And maybe, that's where maybe some of the teams that are a bit better, their conditioning really comes into play, right?
Yeah, for sure.
As you see some of these guys starting to wear down. But very early in the season for all these teams,
Yeah.
So conditioning is not going to be where it is at the end of the season. The battle of the 8s over there. And it's a scrum for the ball. Victory is going to get the throw. That'll be after a substitution. Victory bringing in a few guys. A few guys getting a break. But if you're just joining this, Victory up 2-0 on State Line. Aiden, can we have the bracket up for those that are watching? So if you see the bracket there, and really we know what the championship will be. And it will be Hammond Baptist who beat State Line, and then it will be Heritage who beat Victory. And you see those 2 losing sides here playing that game. But the 7 o'clock game right here on this very field, Hammond Baptist versus Heritage under the lights. It's going to be a good one. Owen, did you like playing under the lights when you were playing?
Oh yeah, it was definitely an exciting time. Sometimes it's a little difficult to see because the lights are just in your eyes. But
yeah.
It was still definitely a fun time, especially because, if we had a big game under the lights against like Heritage or Victory, they always brought their fans, so it was definitely a fun time.
Yeah, we love and our fans usually do a great job of showing out, and family and friends and alma mater as like yourself,
Yep.
But when the opposing side brings fans, that's great too,
Yeah.
and we're not fighting back and forth, but just to have that rivalry there,
Yeah, for sure.
is a lot of fun. We saw that a bit with State Line here earlier today, bringing a good group of folks there. But I have a feeling Heritage being close,
Yeah.
I'm hoping that they'll bring a whole bunch of people, and I'm sure at 7 o'clock tonight the Swordsman fans will show out. If you're thinking about coming, I hope you will. That's going to be a great time. But also, if you're a Heritage fan, you're watching, I hope you guys come out as well. It's going to be a lot of fun. Great game tonight at 7 o'clock.
Yep.
State Line with the throw-in. Just over 20 minutes remaining in the second half. Really not much happening. There's been 15 minutes in this half, and ouch, that's a bit of a
little guy.
toss down there. Yep. But he bounces right back up. That's always good,
Yeah.
Sometimes the little guys, they're the most. They got the most spunk to them, Owen, right?
Yeah. Especially like Brady Richards, guys
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
Just trying their hardest. Even though they're not the biggest, but they just give it their all.
Right.
Oh, it's good send.
Jaranowski is on the ball. Oh, a clever little back heel. It just doesn't open up. Victory had numbers. Really, one more pass and they would have been in there.
Yeah.
But some good defense. It's a foul, but I think State Line will take that.
See if they can do anything with this shot right here.
Yeah, who we got there? Number 8, I believe. He's just going to crack it right into the wall of State Line. Never had a chance. I know you played a lot of goalie, but and now again, before I ask this question, the wall folks, on a free kick, especially free kicks that are close to your own goal, usually that team will set up, it's called a wall, and it's usually comprised of about 3 or 4 or 5 guys, and their whole goal really is to kind of interrupt the line to the goal.
Mhm.
So I say that. Were you ever part of a wall at any point, junior high or high school?
I mean, my freshman year I played some defense,
Okay.
so I was probably a part of a wall maybe a couple times, but then I switched over to goalie for the last 3 years. So
Yeah. And you were the wall at that point, right?
yes, sir. That was my nickname as the time.
The
but
wall.
I pass it on to Mark Morhowski now.
Yes. Yeah, we're excited to see him play.
Yeah, he's a young guy, but he's definitely good. He's a solid player back there.
Yeah, if you don't know, we're talking about Mark Moralski. That he's a freshman goalie for the Swordsmen. Have you gotten to talk with him yet? Maybe give him some pointers or anything?
Yeah, I mean, I've been helping the teams, with both goalies, just trying to help them out.
Yeah.
But he'll definitely be better than a lot of the goalies in HP, but he's still kind of young, so he has stuff to work on. But
Mhm.
definitely, he's an asset back there for us.
Yeah, that's exciting too to see him play, and his brother David, just a great player as well. All right, State Line. Let's see if they can get something going. If he can look up and find a pass. Oh, it's just too much. Runs out of room there. Number 8 does. Cooper Worley wasn't able to turn on the burners enough. State Line, I mean, their defense has
Yeah,
been solid for as much as Victory has had the ball.
Yeah, for sure.
To only be up 2 goals is a testament there to
Yeah.
the defense. Just very little connectivity with the offense right now. Their defense is getting it. We'll see if we can make a run here.
Oh,
Ouch. Awkward landing there
yeah.
by Victor, and he again just gets right up. Man. Free kick going Victory's way. So thankful for our helpers in the booth here. We've got Aiden Moffitt running things. Oh, watch
Uh-oh.
out. Trouble there.
Oof, that was a close one.
Yikes. It's going to be a goal kick. Aiden Moffitt running everything, the cameras and doing all this. I would tell you what he's doing, but I don't know all what to say. So thankfully he does. But good to have him there. And Ryan Mitchell right here running some cameras here, and he's eating his Culver's right in front of us here, and and the smells, you know, we're right above the concession stand here, so all the popcorn smells are coming up, wafting through the air. And not once have us hardworking commentators been offered, ouch.
Oh, hit the ref.
I believe that's still live. No, okay, he's going to call it out. But I was going to say, not once have us commentators been offered some popcorn, just waiting for that
It's terrible.
to come, you know. But I might be waiting till the cows come home there. That's a bit of an old reference there. I don't know if you get that one, Owen. You
Yeah,
heard that?
never really heard that
Not
one.
heard that one before? Okay.
Nope.
Well, now you know.
It's a good ball.
Hitting in
little
behind
too
the
far.
chase. Too much on it. Another goal kick. What do you see here from State Line? Owen, what can they do? I mean, we've tried to break down some strategy, but they're down 2. What do they got to do? 15 minutes left.
I mean, their really only hope is just to kick it far. Hopefully, Victory messes up. But I mean, if they get a corner in here, they might be able to put it in. But you know, Victory's tall back there. They're tall around, so they'll have a difficult time in there. But just gotta hope they at least get 1, maybe 2. You know, go to penalties. See what Eli Dyer can do back there for penalties.
Sure. Yeah, I'd love to see him do penalties there. I'm sure he'd be a menace. And nothing against the Victory keeper. We just haven't seen him in action
Yeah.
very much, so
Yeah,
I'm
that's
sure he's
true.
a good one as well. But 15 minutes, I mean, we've seen it all throughout the tournament.
Yeah.
A goal goes in, and a couple minutes later, so Swordsman Varsity had that happen just earlier today. A couple
Yeah.
goes in, just
Yep.
so it can definitely still happen, and that's what State Line's coach will be preaching over there. But for
for
them,
sure.
if they see one get in the back of the net, it's going to open up some opportunities. But they've just struggled to get many quality chances. It's cleared out. Oh, and a couple junior high guys having to run for cover there. Victory playing into the back line. Just some confident passing. Even their subs that they brought on, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
They're just must be a well-coached team, right?
Yeah, it is. They've always been a solid team in the years.
All right, we'll see if State Line. Oh, a nice little move there. Send him.
Keep send- oh,
Oh,
man.
he tried to. Just waited too long. Number 8 there, Cooper Worley was making a run, but couldn't pick him out. That's what you're talking about, though. You know, you
Yeah.
got to get guys out and running and give them a chance.
Yeah.
And he just waited. I think he was waiting for the perfect window, and sometimes you don't have that. You just gotta hit the ball.
Yeah, for sure. Just gotta send it. Hopefully you guys can run fast and put one in. Oh, yellow card.
Yeah, number 3 there for State Line. Trevin Johnson thought it was their throw and spiked the ball down. Now, as you had mentioned earlier, he's going to have to take a seat just for a minute. He's not ejected from the game, but he will have to go off and be subbed off for a moment. And just some frustration. State Line just frustrated right now that they're unable to get going much forward here against Victory. Victor up the right side. Legs tired on both teams. That's watched as it goes out of bounds by Derek Braithwaite. Good defenseman for State Line. Victory. Throw in far side.
It was a handball there. See if they can-
Handball. All right, so this will be an interesting spot here. We'll see who Victory sets up to take it. They're going to get... Oh, they take it quickly, and I don't know. Well, does find their guy on the far side. Little chip shot. Boy, I think they should set up a little bit and
Yeah, it just looked like he rushed it right there.
yeah. Those, what they're called, set pieces, you practice that in practice, right? That's
Yeah.
one of the things that you go over, and I
Yeah.
would think instead of rushing it, you would want to kind of set up and get some guys forward, but Victory didn't want to do it that time, at least. Some subs coming in for both sides as we near the 10-minute mark of this second half. Again, we can't stress it enough, State Line's still in this game. And they've gotta just generate some more chances here. Gotta get the ball in their own box. We've barely seen State Line.
Yeah.
Not even, let alone this side of the field, let alone their box here. But boy, a mistake there. Just can't take advantage. They've gotta start pressing the ball here. I know Victory is good at passing, but try to force a mistake out of them like that. There's a mistake there. But boy, if you're State Line, I'd be sending all your guys at the back line of Victory, saying, "Hey, what do we got to lose here? Let's either they make a mistake and we get a good chance, or they get another goal." But boy, again, 3-0 is no different than 2-0.
Yeah, it is.
If you're State Line. Oh, just muscled off the ball there. I was going to say that it's a bit too much. Now, only can you can be shoulder to shoulder, or is it just a trick of how much you can get away with? What's
I think
the
it's
goal
just
there?
if you extend your arm and you push them off, I think that's where you get called for it. But
Okay.
you can stay physical a little bit.
So maybe just got to be a bit sneaky about it then, huh?
Yeah. I think one of those guys was Simon Cervantes. I think he was a sneaky guy about pushing people.
Huh.
And I always heard he was a little menace on the court and for soccer.
Yes, he was the grade below myself, and yes, that's a good way to describe him. I think his teachers would also say that about him, a menace. Oh, I hope he's listening right now. Oh my goodness, no, but Simon, a great guy, helps coach out, I believe, the junior high.
Yep.
The junior high team. But his cousin David Cowling, again, helping with the varsity team. Just a great family, great group of guys. Victory with the ball once again. State Line, very little they can do about it, and Victory just kind of being cute around their around State Line's goal. There we go. Finally a send. He's gonna give his chance to run. Trouble.
Oh, offsides.
Called offsides after all that work. Number 14 there for State Line, Aiden Bora, was just booking it. And I was interested to see what was happening because the goalie was on the edge of his box waiting. I think Bora would have beat him to it.
I think so.
Then
It was a close
that
one.
really would have been interesting. But unfortunately called back for offsides. Jaranowski back in the game. He's been bright for Victory. He really makes that whole front line he's kind of the glue, and
Yeah, he is.
and he's put a couple goals away, and he's also able to set up his teammates very, very well. Just the confidence of Victory to pass it around like they are.
Yeah, good passes. They just know where to look, and they can find the open guy.
And it wears on the defense.
Oh, yeah. They're just chasing the ball.
To just chase the ball over and over and over. Lots of tired legs. State Line will get the throw here. But, boy, I mean, I haven't played much soccer myself, but I just watching them, if I'm running to get the ball and they're passing it, so I'm running over there, they're just passing it back and forth. That gets old pretty quick, I'd imagine.
Yeah, it's tiring. I was kind of glad I was a goalie, so I didn't have to run that much.
Yes, for sure. Chase to the ball there. Dyer will get there. We're about to see a booming kick, and here it is coming far or near side. Oh man, they had numbers over here, just couldn't keep it under control. Victory almost seems to slow it down on offense a bit. Oh, and here
A little bit of a
Foul,
risky area.
Yeah, foul outside the box, and now this is interesting. We'll see who they have take it, and I'd like to see them take their time because it's a good spot.
Yeah, it is.
You'll see that wall that we're talking about. Their state line setting up a wall. Really, they should be asking their goalie where he wants that wall.
Yeah,
And,
got to be able to see back there.
Yeah, I believe number 4, Chaz White, lining up to take this shot. And a tricky one, Owen. He wants to be able to hit it hard, but he does not want to get under this ball too much, or it's going to just go over. Chaz White with a shot. It makes
Good
it
shot.
through the wall, and Eli Dyer going on a mission over there.
Good play by
Play the
Dyer.
ball. Yeah. They State Line fans seem to eat that up. Boy, the purpose of the wall, Owen, is that to be a wall, and they kind of did the Olay there and let the ball go right in between them. That's not the goal of the wall. Almost caused problems there. Dyer able to. I'm surprised he saw it enough to get a hand on it, but he did help him out. Oh, risky, and he's number 14, Bora, I believe. Oh, he's just taken off the ball. Very risky move by the right defender there, but does not pay the price for it. Victory has made a couple mistakes, and if you're State Line with a team like Victory, when they make mistakes, you've got to capitalize on them, and they've just not done that.
Yeah, for
not
sure.
done that this game.
Yeah, 6 minutes. Maybe State Line can put in a little cheeky goal.
Cheeky, there's a nice word there. Wow. Now, did you ever, as goalie, maybe as a last-ditch effort come up on offense, did you ever get close to scoring as a goalie at all?
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't a goalie at the time, but I mean, they put me in my last year as a forward or something like that. But it was against a game against I think Fairhaven, but we're up a couple, so they let me play, and I got to score one. So,
really?
Yep.
Well, there you go.
It was a good night. The whole team just drenched me with water after, so that was nice.
Some good memories there. I think whoever wins, if you're listening, we've got in the championship game, we've got the Swordsman varsity and we've got the Heritage varsity. I think if you're the fans, you've got to be prepared with a couple buckets of Gatorade. And whoever wins, whether it's the Swordsman varsity with Coach Cowling or the coach of Heritage, I think it's just fitting that they should be bathed in a Gatorade bucket or two.
I think so.
Yeah, especially. Oh, watch it. No, too much again for Bora. But, yeah, if you're listening, you be prepared for that. And I'm sure Coach Cowling would absolutely love a Gatorade bath there. So be ready for that, Swordsman fans, because we'll hope to see that tonight.
So who are you excited the most, or who are you excited to see play the most tonight in the championship for the Swordsman?
Oh, there's a lot of, man, you're putting me on the spot. I'm a teacher, too. Now you're making me pick someone. I'll give you a few here. I'm not going to give you just one, but I will give you a few. It's fun to watch Judson Wilkerson play. Judson Wilkerson, every time we see him, and we've mentioned it, he does, something is happening when Judson Wilkerson is in the game. Could be really good, could be really bad, but something is happening. He's a fireball for the varsity team. And then, a couple guys that, just Jaden Lemon, Reese Richards, guys that are in my homeroom, actually, so I enjoy getting to know them. But Jaden, both of them, just some of the best soccer players that I've ever seen.
Yeah, they're really good.
Different styles. Reese a bit more quick, and he's probably as playing on the wing, probably more the provider. But Jaden Lemon, just either foot you put him on, just got a rocket of a shot, very similar to the man who just took a shot there, Jaranowski.
Yeah.
But yeah, so there's a few from you, but really just a lot of, and it's fun because there's a lot of exciting players on the Swordsman.
Yeah, there is.
And I named a few there, but now I'm thinking, Esteban Santos had a great header of a goal on that first game, and and David Marhalski and his brother, and David Fernandez. Now I'm just naming the whole team here, but no, very exciting group and very spread out. Owen,
Yeah.
very spread out. Like last year, it was great because we had a lot of you seniors,
Yeah, for
but
sure.
very spread out this year, and that's fun to see.
Yeah, hopefully we have a good team for the years to come. I think we will, though, but it'll be exciting to see them grow and get better.
Yeah. All right, now I'm going to put you on the spot. So last year, we had a lot of seniors on the team. We had Danny Aviles, and he's still up here, but we had him on the broadcast in the first half. Tyler Huckins was up here, and he did a broadcast with me yesterday. But there's so many. Joe Calling and Josh Perez, just a number of guys that I didn't mention. Who do you think, as Victory's on the break here, the shot is going to go out. Who do you think was the best soccer player in your grade? You can't say yourself, all right? So I'm just going to get that out of the way. Can't say yourself. The best soccer player in your grade, who would you give it to?
There's a lot of different players with different aspects of their game, and
Okay.
like the way they play are different. But Joe Cowling's definitely a guy that's up there.
Okay.
He was all over the place.
Yeah.
And a big throw, good kick. One scored from like the other side of the field.
Oh my goodness.
That was a great, insane goal. But Josh Perez definitely up there too. He's just defense.
Right,
He's
just different, right?
Yeah, he's all over the place.
But everywhere. He was a nightmare to play against, I'm
Yeah.
sure.
he had Danny. He had his quick little feet. Put a little shot on every once in a while.
Yeah. See, now
and-
you're doing the same thing that I'm doing, just naming everybody.
Yeah,
And-
everyone's great.
Yeah, that's right. There you go.
No iron team. Everyone has to do their little part.
All right.
Like Tyler Huckins, he was a good defender back there as well. But it's hard to say. Everyone had their part.
Gotcha. I will accept that answer, I suppose. State line looking to break, but
Offsides.
offsides. Just the final remaining seconds here. 20 seconds left. And Victory will really just watch the time expire here. Second half, not much going on in terms of offense for either side. State line unable to generate many chances. And the end of the game comes. Victory 2 goals to State Line's 0.
Yeah.
Owen, what do you think about the game?
Definitely surprised me. I thought Victory would have pulled it out by more, but State Line held their own, and they definitely they did well against a good team like Victory.
Yeah, it was a fun game to watch. We were excited to bring it to you here from HBTV. We'll show our bracket one more time, fellas. If we can get our bracket up there. And again, it's not updated fully, but that championship game at 7 o'clock. We've got one more game here at 5:30, and that's going to be, let's see if I can figure that out real quick. I
It's
believe
Crossroads and Christian Liberty.
Crossroads and Christian Liberty for 4th place. Is that
I think so.
is that accurate there? So one more game at 5:30. Crossroads Christian Liberty. I hope you tune in there. Then our championship game starting 7 o'clock under the lights. Hammond Baptist Swordsman versus the Heritage Christian Defenders. Owen, thanks so much for being on the broadcast. Thanks so
for
much
having
for
me.
watching. And we hope to see you at 5:30. Hope to see you tonight at the championship game at 7 o'clock.